Around 1.6 million mortgage borrowers are expected to come off fixed deals next year, many of which will have been revelling in rates of around 2%. Well, I'm joined now by Sally Mitchell, mortgage advisor and broker, and otherwise known as the Mortgage Mum. What a fantastic name. Sally, thanks for joining us. So we'd have liked to have seen a cut today, but they held firm at 5.25. What's your advice to those who are renewing or those looking to buy for the first time?
I think it's a great time. I mean, to have this stability, this 3 rate rises or no rate rises in a row, just shows that there's a slight calmness in the market. And if you've been holding off, if you've been waiting, thinking, praying that things are going to change, things are going to come down, now is as good a time as any to strike. If you've been thinking about that purchase, start looking at it now, because we're not going to see a huge change in the next year or so. We've already seen rates come down quite a lot. I mean, this morning, there was another big lender who took 0.3% off their product rates at the moment. So it's strike whilst the iron's hot. It's a good time to have a look.
See, Sally, a lot of people are thinking that in the medium to longer term rates are inevitably going to start sliding downwards, we hope, with a pinch of salt and everything crossed. With that in mind, is it better to sort of sit things out for as long as possible, or are you thinking strike while the iron's hot?
Yeah, I mean, you never know really what is going to happen. That's what we've been shown over the last couple of years. We didn't foresee the crisis that we're riding now. There are so many factors when it comes to purchasing a property that you can't always pick the best moment with the best rates. So my advice is, if it's right for you and your family and your circumstances, then go for it. Obviously, if you're remortgaging, then you are slightly tied to when your existing rate finishes. If you're on a tracker rate or a standard variable rate, then this news from today's announcement will be brilliant, because it means that you will not be paying any more than you are at the moment. Some customers have found that every 6 weeks earlier this year, their rates were increasing. When it comes to remortgaging, you really need to get your ducks in a row quite early. So we talk to people 6 months before their rate expires. And then you can actually pick a rate, have it in your back pocket. And if things change, if they get worse, then you're very lucky. You've got the best rate you could possibly have had. And if they get better, then we renegotiate. We go for that better rate. So I think my advice would be, don't be afraid. Get yourself a good broker. Talk to people. Really have a look at all your options and just pick the best path for you. But things are improving. They definitely are.
Great positive advice and calmly delivered. Sally Mitchell, otherwise known as the Mortgage Mum. Thanks for joining us on the show. Great stuff. Now,